The Rams defensive end is Chris Long with us.
He is standing by.
All right. Brother of Kyle Long of the Bears, and they got to meet. First time they've ever played against one another. One on offense, one on defense. The reaction that you've heard, you and your brother, since you faced off on Sunday is what?
Well, I think we were both happy to get it over with. I was relieved. Obviously for us, number one was getting a win, but for me as a brother, just that we were both able to get out of it healthy, and there was, I know, a lot of emotion in that game, and obviously the well-documented little scuffle or whatever, which I think as it pertains to me and him got a little blown out of proportion, but that was able to kind of blow over, and the game was able to just go on. I mean, it was probably one of the toughest weeks of my life. I mean, just having to prepare to play my brother in such a violent game, and I kind of dreaded it. And it was also a distraction. I mean, it wasn't a distraction for me, but it could be perceived to be a distraction, and that's tough. I mean, you want to just focus on the Bears, and that was a lot to kind of deal with.
Was he an opponent or your brother on the field?
He was both, but it was weird. I mean, it was unprecedented, so I didn't know how to react or what to expect. And it's one of those things that you can't prepare for that feeling until you walk out there and you see him under his face mask, but he's a different guy. And so am I. I mean, we're not, he's my brother, but we haven't seen this side of each other before, up close and personal. So it was a little uncomfortable, but at the same time, I think we were both able to just put that to the side and play football.
But when you come off the bench, when your brother's involved in something with your teammates, are you? Mm-hmm. Your reaction? It almost felt like you were protecting your brother, trying to get him out of there, but you have to protect your teammates as well. That had to be kind of this weird feeling as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you definitely are caught in a kind of a funny situation, but obviously team comes first in a situation like that. And I just wanted to get Kyle, who was kind of the aggressor there, and he was flagged, off of my teammate, because in a sense I'm protecting my teammate. And, my reaction would, be in the same neighborhood if there was a scuffle on our sideline, no matter who it was.
Talking to Chris Long, the Rams defensive end, joining us, Dan Patrick Show. One final question about you and your brother. That you were seen jawing with each other. What was the dialogue there going back and forth?
I just tell him to be smarter, let it go. I because he's one of my best friends and him involved in a little spat there on the field. I mean, it's better for everybody if we all just move past it. I'm not sure I wouldn't be having that same conversation with a friend on another team. But it just happens to be my little brother. And I'm just trying to be smart. It was an awkward situation for sure.
Man, I can tell that you hate talking about this.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. I won't make it any more painful. You got the Niners coming up, and I was curious, as a defensive end facing a drop-back quarterback where they're always going to be, or you got Kaepernick where you're not quite sure where he's going to be. Who would you rather face?
You know what? It's tough. I'm sorry, I'm walking by an enormous crane-like machine right now on my way into work.
I can hear you.
So
You're good.
A little loud. Okay.
Right.
It's tough to deal with a mobile quarterback. You never get used to it because you really have to earn your sacks and your hits and your hurries a lot tougher than you do with a pocket passer. You play a mobile quarterback, and you may win a lot of rushes, but then you got to get them down. And that also opens their offense up to do a lot of different things as well. So it's definitely tough dealing with a guy like Cap, and it adds another dimension to game planning.
I came up with a nickname for Tavon Austin. Tell me what you think.
Shoot.
Tavon Awesome.
I like that. As of late, he has been that. No, he's been good all year. But he's had a couple touchdowns called back with penalties that really had nothing to do with the play. And if you're kind of watching from a distance, as a lot of people do, just looking at the stats, you say, well, where's Tavon Austin been? But he's been just working hard and being persistent and patient. And I think we've continued to give him opportunities, and Coach has done a good job putting him in position to make plays. He fooled everybody with that play the other day. So it's a great call by Shotty, and a heck of a job capitalizing on it by Tavon Awesome, as you called him.
He's fast. Like, there's a difference, and you know this when you see guys. There's a guy who's fast, and then there's that extra gear fast. I don't know if there's anybody faster than Tavon Awesome.
Definitely not on our team. You might have guys that claim they are, because you know how guys are that are fast. They think they're faster than everybody. But I'd take Tavon hands down on our team. And I think throughout the league, he's probably one of the faster guys.
Well, keep your motor running high, as most white guys do. So do your best with that.
Always, man, always.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving to you. Good to visit with you. Thanks for reliving the brothers showdown there. And tell your dad I said hello.
Thanks a lot, Dan.
All right,
hey, happy Thanksgiving to you, too.
All right.
Take it easy.
Chris Long, Rams defensive end.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.